Hi, I'm Dr. Scott Werner, and this is our third course module for the Easy Weight Loss System. Today we're going to talk about the fastest way to tighten up your skin and look younger, because a lot of times when we've gotten overweight, our skin tends to get saggy and we tend to have problems getting that saggy skin tightened up. Now, how do we go about doing this? Well, number one, the Easy Weight Loss System does have substances and energies in that help you to tighten the skin. The number one way to tighten the skin is the HGH, or the human growth hormone energy. Now, it doesn't actually have human growth hormone in it, but it has the energy of that. And the energy of human growth hormone helps everything to be younger, helps produce more stem cells, more ways the body can interact and tighten up. A lot of times there's a lot of intracellular swelling and inflammation within the body that got us overweight in the first place. So I'm going to talk about 3 ways we can tighten up our skin and look younger. Now I'm going to go through all 3 of them real quickly, and then we're going to go into detail. The number 1 way to make yourself look younger and have your body look healthier and your cells be healthier, your organs be healthier, is detoxing different toxins such as petrochemicals, heavy metals, radioactive isotopes, gasoline, paint, and these can and do get out of the body if you do the right things. The number 2 way is to get rid of the chemicals in your environment so you don't get re-exposed to these things. And the 3rd way is to repair your organs and cells. And I have a couple of great companies that have developed products that actually will help your organs repair and your cells repair, and we'll talk about that. So number 1, let's talk about detoxing the body. When I was young, I actually worked at gas stations, and back then there was leaded gas, and we'd use that leaded gas to clean the carburetors, clean the different parts of the engines. And as we would rebuild these, we would use our bare hands. Back then we didn't protect ourselves, and the gasoline acted like a solvent, which would not only get the stuff out of the carburetors, but it'd bring the stuff that was corroding and causing problems with the vehicle's components and bring them into our bodies. So by the time I was 29 years old and developed the cancer that I had, I was pretty toxic with heavy metals, lead especially, and so I needed to remove these from my body. Now, some of the ways that I used to remove these things was I did IV chelation with a substance called EDTA. EDTA is a chemical developed back in the 1930s by German scientists, used to remove heavy metals and toxins from the body, but they also found it removed uranium byproducts or radioactive substances. And so I did parasite cleansing, Asiatic cat's claw, but I also did IV chelation. Now, there's other substances such as DMSA and DETA and different types of chemicals that will remove heavy metals. Now, you got to make sure that the chemicals you're using don't toxify your body too. It's been shown that EDTA is very beneficial for removing heavy metals and toxins. But I also used other detoxing products such as cilantro and DMSA to remove mercury. I also used N-acetylcholine and N-acetylcysteine to remove chemicals and toxins from my nervous system. So there's many different ways you can help your body to remove these petrochemicals and heavy metals. Now, I also found that homeopathics are very effective for removing these things out of your body. And they actually get in your subtle bodies, your mental body, the astral body. So it's important to remove these energies out of your body too. And the homeopathics are very effective in doing this, to get rid of those energies within your astral plane, your mental plane, and the other subtle bodies. So I got into homeopathics, and we actually made a homeopathic for tightening up your skin and helping you look younger. A lady who was on the weight loss system, she got down to where she wanted to be, but her skin wasn't tight enough, and she didn't feel like her organs were young enough, and she felt these energies that needed to be removed. And so I made this homeopathic called Skin Tightening Formula. It is an excellent formula that helps the skin, helps remove toxins, helps give the body's energy what it needs to tighten up the skin. So if you get down at the weight you're at, but your body doesn't look like you want it to look, this is another product that we can put you on. So just call 435-986-0025 and you'll be able to obtain that product once you get at the weight you're at. Until you're at the weight you want to get at, though, I'd recommend staying on the EZWeightloss drops. You can stay on them for up to 2 to 3 years. I've actually taken them consistently over the last 4 years, and my body's in good shape. I've got rid of my belly fat, and I'm feeling really good. Now, we've talked about detoxing the toxins, petrochemicals and heavy metals, and the uranium byproducts, the radioactive substances. Now, the second most important way is to get rid of the chemicals in your environment. Now, this is tough to do. The air we breathe has toxins in it. The food we eat has toxins and chemicals in it. The water we drink has toxins and chemicals in it. And so we have to, and our furniture, our homes, our environment we live in is very important. So getting the best types of furniture that do not have chemicals or toxins in them. When they ask if they can spray the fabric stuff on, you know, they've already probably sprayed it, but those chemicals used to keep out the stains and different things and make it easier to clean your furniture actually may be toxic to your body. So find out about them before you let them spray your furniture. Chemicals that you clean your house with, that you get your carpet cleaned with, herbicides, pesticides, all these type of things can be toxic to your body. And I've found other ways to keep the ants and cockroaches and mice and everything out of your environment. We used to have a problem with mice getting into our house, and I put one of these high frequency ultrasonic devices in my garage. About every 5 seconds it lets out this obnoxious noise to the mice, but I don't hear it. And we haven't had a mouse problem since I put this device in there, and it's non-toxic to the body also. Just makes an obnoxious noise that mice can hear, and they don't like it, and so they don't come in. Using chemicals to get rid of ants. We had a huge problem with ants, and my wife was wanting to get a bug man to come in and spray the house, and I said, look, it's too toxic for you. We need to try something different. And so what we did use was these little ant houses that capture the ants, and if they eat the stuff, they take it back to the queen and she dies. And those are much less toxic, and we get much less exposure to the chemicals. I was walking out of the house the other day, and there was a man out spraying chemicals on this house, and all the little kids were out playing, and the 2-year-old was actually following this guy, and he didn't have a mask on either. And I was really curious why he wasn't protecting himself, and the little girl I just felt sick about because she was following him around just happily playing and touching all the plants right after he sprayed them, and I was like, oh, where's the mom? Where is the people who know how toxic these things are? And so, you know, if you do get your house sprayed, get a motel for a couple of days, because these chemicals are very powerful, and the more concentrated they are, they're the most concentrated right after they spray them. And so I would avoid being in the area for a couple of days. So plan a vacation, plan something where you can be gone when they spray. Because I know a lot of people continue to spray their homes, and if you're going to, at least protect yourself from the most concentrated times, which is right after they have sprayed. Now, I bought these air filters that not only clean the air, but they ionize the air, and they also use ozone to help with toxic chemicals and toxins and pests. And so I put one of these in my house, and I run it all the time, and it cleans and freshens the air, produces negative ions, which help get rid of the positive ions that cause oxidation and problems. It also uses ozone to kind of clean things up. I really like these kind of things. Now, chemicals, we use something to wash our vegetables that is very non-toxic, and these are available in your herb stores. We clean off the chemicals with these, and they have usually they're composed of citrus oils that help cleanse off the toxins and heavy metals that can be in our fruits and vegetables. So you spray them, wash them off, and just do the best you can to clean up your organic vegetables. Even may have, when they spray, it gets on more than just the fields that they're intending, and the chemicals can go over into organic fields through the wind and the circulation. So be sure and wash even your organic fruits and vegetables. And Veggie Wash is the one we use. I don't like to mention just certain brands, but that seems to have been a very good brand that has worked well for us to clean up our fruits and vegetables and our different things that we eat. So now let's go on to repairing your organs and cells. Now, once the cells are damaged, we can remove the toxins, heavy metals, and get rid of the chemicals, but then we have to help them repair. And several companies have developed what they call protomorphagens, which are DNA and RNA constituents that help repair the different organ systems. Stem cells, which are not differentiated, can help all the different organs. It's difficult to get stem cell care in this country because of certain bans and certain thoughts, and so sometimes we have to go out of the country to get these kind of things. But these companies, Systemic Formulas, Innovita, Standard Process, and others use protomorphagens, and these actually help re-establish the DNA and RNA constituents within the cells and help repair the mitochondria, help repair the cell membranes. Now, one of the things I just love talking about is the fact that we can actually help our cell membranes. A lot of people think that the nucleus of the cell with the DNA and the chromosomes is the main brain of the cell, but as they found with Dr. Bruce Lipton in his book, that the nucleus is actually a reproductive organ that helps reproduce the cell, and during cell division the nucleus will double the DNA and then separate, divide, and both cells will have a new set of DNA and RNA. Now, what we found, though, is the cell membrane is actually the brain of the cell. It has all of the different receptor sites. It has all the molecules that communicate with the outside world outside of the cell. And so as that gets petrochemicals and heavy metals and toxins in it, the receptor sites get filled up with these phytochemicals and different biochemicals, petrochemicals, that actually keep it from communicating, and it can cause the cell to miscommunicate and swell and cause problems with regeneration, cause problems with actual reproduction. And so by removing those chemicals and heavy metals, you can repair your cells and repair your organs. Now, they found every organ vibrates at a different vibration. Every cell in each organ vibrates at a different vibration. And you give the organ the vibratory strength and vitality to repair, and you give it the constituents that help it repair and remove the toxins and heavy metals and chemicals that have accumulated in the cells. And they found the cells actually get healthier, they get younger, they actually are able to reproduce better, thus helping the organ repair and become more functional. When I was in medical school, they taught us that the liver was the only organ that could repair itself. And since then, I've found you can repair every organ in the body if you give it the right stuff and get rid of the bad stuff. So what I found is like these are all glandulars. The G stands for glandular, and this is GA, adrenal, so it repairs the adrenal glands. This one is GB, pituitary pineal. The B stands for brain. It's a glandular for the brain, and those are produced mainly in the pituitary and pineal gland. So this repairs those organs. Now, this other company has made one called hypothalamus that actually helps repair the brain neurotransmitters in the hypothalamus and thalamus. There's, kidney repairing agents also that are very good for repairing the kidneys and other organs. Now, when we talked about the heavy metals, this product, MetaX, helps remove heavy metals from the body. This product called ToxX helps remove toxins, petrochemicals from the body. Systemic Formulas has a nice one called Cleanse that helps repair and remove heavy metals and toxins from the body. The liver is extremely important, and the liver is the main detoxer of our cells, of the blood and the lymphatics. So this L formula is very good to take at night to help repair the liver and help it detox the system. We have so many good products that I can't go into all of them, but helping repair your organs and cells is very important, because we can remove the toxins, we can get rid of the chemicals in our environment, but if we don't help our cells repair, it doesn't do our bodies a lot of good. So I found that you start by detoxing your environment, detoxing the body, and repairing the cells and the organs is very good. So the result will be more energy and a vibrant, healthy body and mind. Now, I have found that it was really interesting when I first started detoxing. I wasn't able to remember people's names. I had trouble remembering different things. Even though I was highly intelligent, I would have problems remembering things. And when I got the lead out of my system, the chemicals out of my system, all of a sudden my mind turned on and I could remember things. My memory came back to perfection, and I was able to remember the things that I wanted to remember. So just think, it's not just the fastest way to tighten your skin and look younger. The skin reflects what's going on in your liver. And so repairing our liver, the brain is also what we call ectoderm. Genetically speaking, it's ectodermal tissue in embryology. And so repairing the skin actually helps repair the brain. So you'll find as you do these things, you'll think better, you'll be younger looking, your skin will look better, your liver will be functioning better, all your organs will start functioning better, and you'll feel and look younger and have vibrant health back restored to you. I thank you for listening today. If you have any questions, call us at Health and Longevity 435-986-0025, and we hope you continue losing the weight that you want to get rid of. Remember, it's important to get rid of the toxins, because as you burn fats, the fats store a lot of toxins, especially petrochemicals. So you want to get those released, because when you get done with dieting and using the EZWeightloss drops, you want to make sure those toxins are gone, because the body will try to get more fat cells to put those toxins back into. So getting rid of the toxins and heavy metals and repairing your organs and cells is very important, and is the fastest way to tighten your skin and look younger. Thank you for listening today. Call us at 435-986-0025 if you have questions, or if you would like a program to help you with these chemicals and heavy metals. Thank you so much for listening.